All right, so here we are, December 8th. Man, I can't believe it's already going to be 2019. But before that, let's get into some Christmas gift ideas. If you're, maybe you're a girl, you landed on this video, you have a guy who, you're dating or seeing, or, your husband or whatever, you're just trying to wonder those knick-knack things. These are not huge presents that you're going to want to get because, obviously, you know what they want and they've told you this is what I want. But these are those in-between things that are useful items that no man in my eyes can get really mad at this. And some of this can pertain to if you're a guy and you're looking for maybe some knick-knack things to get your girl, or maybe you're a guy and you're wondering about some knick-knack things you may want to ask for. So, because I don't really know who's going to land on this video. Most of my subscribers are men. So it's not like I'm going to be like top 10 gifts for men because these are all men, right? So it doesn't really make sense. So anyway, but I'm trying to make this so in case other people land on this too, it may be ideal for them to check out what is useful here to get for people, for dad, for mom, for anybody really. All this stuff can pertain to anyone kind of in a way. Some things will, some things may not. Anyway, let's go into number one. Because let's just start with the big dog right out of the gate. Nobody can go wrong with receiving a Leatherman multi-tool. All right. You could give this to your wife. You can give this to your kids. You can give this thing to your grandmother. I mean, no one is going to get mad at having this, especially a guy. All right. If you're a man and you get mad at having this thing, I got to question your manhood. I really do. And actually, if you're a guy and any of these things don't pique your interest, I'm questioning your manhood. Just saying. So the Leatherman, this is a Leatherman Surge. Obviously, it's a bit on the expensive side of multi-tools. You don't want to go spend that kind of money. You can get something like a Wingman, a great multi-tool too. It's lighter, has a pocket clip, and the pliers on it have a little spring. Where this one, it's not a spring, it's more like a, you gotta open it and do it yourself. But they got knives, screwdrivers, saws, scissors, the whole nine. Great tools. Anybody's gonna use that thing all the time. It's gonna be one of those things that you're just like, oh, I have a multi-tool. Boom. All right, next up. This might not be for everyone, but I think everyone should have it. And it's a stocking stuffer type gift. They come in a nice little case. That is the Fisher Space Pen. Man, pens are so underrated these days, but you can leave these things around. You can put it in your backpack, your purse. If you're a guy, you can just, if you like to carry pens maybe, nobody is going to be mad about having a Fisher Space Pen. They're cool, they're sleek, they look good, they feel good, they're fun to play with. The Fisher Space Pen writes for underwater, writes in the rain, writes on upside down in space. And they're great if you go to space. But anyway, Fisher Space Pen, this is what the astronauts use. They're awesome. They're a little expensive, I guess, for pens, but made out of brass, they're super sick. I love these things. Obviously, some of this stuff is my favorite stuff, but so if anybody wants to get me a gift, no, I'm just kidding. Grilled cheese residue on my notepad here. Next, flashlights. Flashlights are so underrated. Nobody carries them. I don't see a lot of guys carrying these anymore. I don't know why. You want to be that changing flat tires on the side of the road looking for your phone light. Maybe, you're just a flashlight, man. God, they're so great to have, just to have in your car, around the house, whatever. These things stick to the wall. This is not a magnetic wall, but if it was, this would stick to it. They come with a little magnetic charger. They're great. These are the Olights. This is the S1 Baton Mini. This is the S1R Baton 2. I have the first one. I have bigger ones. They're smaller ones. I have a keychain one. Maybe a little keychain EOS. This is great. 120 lumens. 5 lumens too. And it's just, look at it. It's great. Great little light to have on your keychain. It gets pretty bright. Boom. So flashlights are great to have. If you don't want to get these more expensive Olights, then you can get something like a Streamlight or a ThruNite or something like that, something that's AAA. Because honestly, if you're not really into flashlights, or gear, if your guy's not into gear or whoever's not into gear, then these are kind of like going to become something that they just don't use, you know, because if they leave it in their car and eventually it will die, even if it's not used. I mean, maybe a long time with these kind of batteries, but, you know, they do need to be charged with the charger. So, you know, those things can be lost if you're not into it, don't keep up with it. And the special battery and all that. So these might not be ideal for most people. So you might want to get something like a AAA flashlight. A good one is a Streamlight or the ThruNights, like I said, Nitecore. All those kind of ones like that. Don't go to CVS and, oh, he said flashlight. So go to CVS and get like or Walgreens or somewhere and get those cheap, you know, flashlights. That's not what I mean. Go on to Amazon and you'll see, you know, Olights and Streamlights, and type in Olight and you'll see different ones like that you can get. Olight even makes a good AAA one. So if I was you, check out Olight, check into that. Look at different, I'll leave some links for reviews that you could check out, and also, yeah, the reviews of these lights. So anyway, next, knives. Knives are more like something for maybe not everyone, but you know, you can. I would get a girl this. If I was dating a girl, I would get her a knife just to have it in her purse. It just doesn't hurt to get someone a knife, even if they're not really into them. This one's a little more expensive, but if you want to get something on a cheaper line of knives, I would stay away from going to like Home Depot and getting like the Gerbers you see, or you know, there's Milwaukee things that are like hanging. Get a nice Kershaw. These are made in America. The dividend here, it says right on it, made in the USA. And then you have another one here. This is the Link. These are spring assisted. Obviously, they fly out there like that. But these are good, cheaper knives to get. Is Kershaw, and then there's other ones. You know, Spyderco makes a little bit cheaper ones. The Spyderco Tenacious, the Spyderco Delica 4. You can get. This is a great little knife to get. This is about $60. And then obviously you can get stuff that's more expensive if they're knife guys. But you know, I'm not going to get into that. If you're a knife guy, then, and you know, you're probably wanting something specific, so we'll stay away from the more expensive stuff. But you know, hey, a knife, you can't really go wrong giving a guy or a girl a knife, just to leave it around the purse, maybe next to the drawer, the kitchen drawer, whatever. Just a knife's a good thing to have. Another thing that's so underrated, and I feel like a lot of guys don't have them on or really use them, because people don't give them anymore. Because I think when people think about it, it's like, oh, a watch. Why am I going to get him a watch when he has a phone watch? If you get a guy a good watch, a good Seiko, something like this, the Seiko SNK 809 on a NATO strap, you're not going to go wrong with that. They're going to wear it. Even something like G-Shock. I have a couple G-Shocks here. This is a 1986 design G-Shock. It's still cool today. It'll always be cool. Some of those, even this one, this is a newer model G-Shock, but it's still cool. It always will be. This is a watch that's been around forever, and it's still cool, always will be. Watches like that are the ones you want to go for. Stay away from like Movement or Daniel Wellington or, you know, Vincero, those trendy watches that are just kind of, they're just not good. They're not good looking. They're not made with good materials, and they're way overpriced. I mean, they make those things for $10 in China and they sell them for $140 on Amazon. They're garbage. Stay away from them. Go with something like Seiko or Timex or Citizen on their higher end ones, more like in the $70 to $100 range with the Seikos. Anything cheaper than that, they're kind of cheap. But you can get a good Timex for $30, to be honest with you. So, you know, just stay away from like, you could get a good Hamilton watch or what the heck is it called? An Orient Bambino that just is, it's kind of along the lines of what, as far as looks go, as the Daniel Wellington and the Vinceros and the Movements, except you're getting a great watch company with tons of history that's been around forever. Obviously, some of your more higher end watches you can go with like Fortis or Omega, Rolex. You can't go wrong with any of those, or even Stoa from Germany, which is my next watch buy, I hope. You know, those are all watches that are going to be awesome forever, and most guys aren't going to be mad at getting those. So you can get a good Fortis watch for, you know, $1,000 if you're looking for that bigger gift to get, or you know, there's so many other in-between companies that are pretty good. You can get a Seiko $300-400. That's a higher end Seiko. So, you know, or you can get a $6,000 Grand Seiko. Why not? I mean, honestly, if you're gonna spend $6,000 on a watch, I would probably get a Grand Seiko. They're beautiful and they are extremely accurate. Anyway, let's go on to something that's a little more out there. This is a key bar. I think those are great to get. You know, keys are annoying. This is on a magnet. Those are something cool to get to. This little magnet thing. It's really, you know, well, I'm not really pulling that hard, but like you have to pull it hard or it's not going to come undone, you know. So a key bar, that's great to have. Put all your keys on there. Bang. Something else that's kind of out of the ordinary, these little Giltech Ruck things, these little razor blade tools. These are for gear guys that are going to be into gear. These are awesome to have. These are my little collection of them. One of them I thought I lost this one. Man, that would have sucked. I would have been mad. So boom, these are my Giltechs. These are great little razor blade tools to have. They have a bottle opener. I mean, if you're a man, you get this thing in a present and you open it and you're like, what is this? I promise you won't be mad. You leave this in your car. If you're a guy like me that's into this stuff, you carry it, you're going to carry it with you all the time and you're not going to be mad about it. So Giltech. Next, this is going to pertain to the firearm enthusiast on the channel, or if you're landing on this video, and that is firearm accessories. You can't really go wrong with getting somebody accessories for their firearm if they are into guns, right? So, you know, you get some night sights, you can get triggers, you can get base plates, you can get holsters, and you can get ammo. Nothing better than getting ammo on Christmas, especially if you're someone that shoots a lot, especially if you're from California, because they got that new law coming with the ammo that's gonna run background checks. It's just a mess out there with all that stuff. I hope it doesn't stretch any further than that. I hope they get rid of that or something, because honestly, guys, we got to do something about these. Well, let's not get into that. We'll do another video on that, but this gun stuff is getting a little crazy. So accessories. No gun enthusiast guy is going to be mad about getting gun accessories. So next, this is something that I feel like this is a cool little thing, and that is the Echo Dot. This is a very useful tool to have next to your bed. Alexa, set my alarm for 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Alarm set for 6 a.m. tomorrow.
When that alarm goes off, I say, Alexa, snooze. She does it. 5 minutes. It's a beautiful thing. Alexa, tell me the weather tomorrow in Philadelphia. Anyway, you get the point. It works most times. Alexa, the Echo Dot's a great thing to have in your bedroom. So let's move on. Oh, let's do this thing next. A power bank. These things are invaluable to have. This is an Anker. This one has the wall plug. Yeah, these are great. You can get, well, the Dark Energy makes a good one. It's a little bit pricey, but that thing's like bulletproof. But Anker, anything Anker is pretty good to get. You can get the Anker cords. You can get the Anker car charger thing, which is great. I've had mine for longer than any car charger ever because it just will not break. And most of them you get at like Pep Boys or AutoZone or stuff, they always break and come loose, not the Anker. So yeah, Ankers are great to get. Let's move into some more. Speaking of gun accessories, I'm not going to go and get them, but a gun belt, a good gun belt. Something like a 511 tactical belt, or the one that I wear is the Travex Cinch. Great belts, or just a belt. You can get the Anson belt is great. That's like a zip tie. It's like a giant zip tie. Great belt, works awesome. Or come here. Or I was gonna say, get your dog a Storm. Get your Storm a dog. Hi, Mama Doggy, come here. Or you can get a puppy. Sorry, Pup. I thought I was grabbing your chin. She's such a big-headed animal. You guys remember when she was a puppy? She was just a little poopy dog, and now she's a big mama doggy. Get out of the mic. You're just making everybody's ears hurt. All right, hit the road. Anyway, power banks, awesome. Anchor, dark energy, gun belts, pens. We got it all going on. Let's move into something a little more specialized for the hikers, for the campers, for the survivalists. This is my camp stove setup, and I think this is a great little kit to go. Hard City Raindrops. I have yet to do the review on this, but this is a folding stove, and it folds up into a stove, and this thing is awesome. So I've already used it a few times. I got to do the review on it yet. It's just been rainy and crappy. This is the Lennox one. It's about 36 bucks on Amazon. And I just want to make sure my hands didn't smell like charcoal. But this thing is great to have. And then on top of that, I use the Bear Bowl, and this folds up into a bowl. And it's just, these are two great things to get for your camping, hiking enthusiast or whatever. So, and then you can even get something, and nobody really is gonna get mad at getting one of these, but I would definitely give someone a cat tourniquet. A Gen 7 cat tourniquet is an awesome gift to give to someone. Make sure it's a real one. Obviously, a lot of people may question that because if you're not trained in it, you really shouldn't have one, but it's so easy to use, and having one is not gonna hurt. You freaking open it, you twist the damn thing, you lock it into place, you save someone's life who's gushing blood out of their arm or leg. Cat tourniquet. So, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the Christmas special. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I think I'm gonna go do a live stream next. I don't know yet. We'll see. We will see. But that is my concoction of gifts to give to people that are useful things that you could probably use. I don't know. Maybe some people may not like that, but there is one thing that I did want to mention that you can get, and that is these Maxpedition these organizers. You can get one from VanQuest. This is the VanQuest one, and you know, this is the VanQuest EDCM Huge. This is the Maxpedition Daily Essentials pouch. Can't believe I forgot to almost mention these, but these are great things to have. Just even if your guy's not into, or somebody's not into gear and stuff, they can just load this thing up with whatever they want to load it up with and leave it in their car and just always have essential stuff that they need. I mean, if you get this thing, right, and you're like, this is stupid, then you're stupid. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, Storm's eating weights. That's it, guys. That's the Christmas special. That's the top gifts that I think that you should get and give. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.